feel like I've worn this shirt a lot lately, but I love it, so I probably have. Oh, you can't see all the stuff. Hold on. Today I'm going to be doing I don't know what this is. These are not new polishes. This is not a new brand to me, so it's not a new to review. This is just a swatch video of a bunch of Scofflaw nail polishes that I purchased a long time ago. I'm not gonna say when. Maybe 2 years, I don't know. Scofflaw is not a new to me brand. I definitely don't own a ton of their nail polishes. They remind me of an old school indie brand with their glitter acrylic polishes. And I love that. So I have 9 polishes to show you. Let's get to this. These are in no particular order. They're not even in alphabetical order. We're just going. We're just going with it. Look at me. Living wildly. The first polish is called Cotton-Headed Ninny Muggins, and this is a gray with matte green and gray and white glitters in assorted shapes and sizes. I guess I should say all of these except for one are a glitter crelly formula, and they all have pretty close to the same formula. They all have a nice formula. There's no issues with any of them. There is plenty of glitter in each, you know, layer that you apply. They all have a very consistent formula, just so that I'm not saying the exact same thing every time. So this is 2 coats of Cotton-Headed Ninny Muggins. Because all of these are I have a loose hair, I can feel it. Because all of these are a glitter crelly, I usually use a glitter smoothing top coat before I use my regular top coat. You can do 2 coats of regular top coat if you so desire, but I have a glitter smoothing top coat, so that's what I like to use. These aren't difficult to remove necessarily. It's, you know, not a full-on glitter, but it takes a little more work than removing a cream polish because there is a textural component in this in the form of glitters. I really enjoy this color. I love gray nail polish, and I love the gray and the green. I feel like that's something that is a little bit unique. If there could be more green in here, that would be great. But I do like this polish, and that is 2 coats of Cotton-Headed Ninny Muggins. The next polish is called Avocado Fetish, and this is a creamy, it's like a yellowy, like a pale yellowy creamy base. There is also, I just realized there's green glitters in at least 3 of these polishes. I don't have a type. It's fine. I'm looking at my swatch here. This is a creamy base color with green metallic glitters. There's a darker green, smaller glitter. There's gold and looks like silver flecks, and tiny glitters in here as well. Because this is a lighter color, this one did need 3 coats, but it still had the same easy to apply formula. Plenty of glitter was applied each time. And this just looks like a retro polish to me, and I love that. So that's 3 coats of Avocado Fetish. The next polish is called Fake Plastic Trees, and this is a grayish white base with copper green glitters. There is some little micro green glitters in there as well, and then a green shimmer throughout the polish. This one was opaque in 2 or 3 coats. It was mainly 2 coats, and then I think one of my nails needed a 3rd coat. That's not uncommon for me because I have ridges in my nails. If you have perfect nails, this one would be opaque in 2 coats. It's just a fun crelly. I love these types of crellies. These are the types of crellies that really piqued my interest into indie nail polish. I think like 11 years ago or whatever it was, 10 or 11 years ago, and it's just so fun to see brands still making polishes like this. Even though I don't always wear these types of polishes, I always love seeing them, and Scofflaw has a really nice formula and fun glitter colors and combinations, so it just makes it even more fun. The next one is called Cherry Poppins, and this is a light. This is a side note. My mother is picking up my daughter. She picks her up a couple days just because they're best friends and she likes to pick her up from school. But she gets there in the pickup line so early. And I said, you don't need to get there that early. She said, yeah, I know, but I gotta beat that other grandpa that gets there early because I have to be the first one. And I said, that's psychotic. And everyone makes fun of me for being competitive over dumb things like, you know, I'm not competitive over anything that's important, like, you know, who can be the most successful. I'm competitive over things like who can bring in the most box tops for their school, like things that don't really matter. And everyone, including my mother, makes fun of me for this, but clearly the apple doesn't fall far from the tree anyway. She's just she goes, oh yeah, the principal just gave me a friendly wave. I said, she's probably laughing at you. Anyway, this is Cherry Poppins. It has a pinky whitish base, and then there is a red metallic glitter. There are little pink micro flaky, I can't tell if they're flakies or glitters. They're really small. And then there's also a silvery red shimmer in this. This one also covers in 2 coats. Again, these all have a very similar consistent formula, so there's no issues with formula there. And I'm getting plenty of glitters on my nails, which is the goal. All the glitter, please. Thank you so much. So that's 2 coats of Cherry Poppins. The next one is called Linoleum Pattern No. 1978. And this is inspired by a linoleum pattern from the 70s, which I could not possibly love more. I love 60s, 70s, 80s decorated houses. I wish more people decorated their homes like that instead of white everything. To each their own, but I love that sort of retro style. I think it's so cool. Anyway, this is a sagey green base color with brown, yellow, pink. It's not really brown, it's almost like a maroon brown, red, pink, yellow. I think there's maybe some white glitter in there. This is such a fun color. I think this is probably the most unique polish in the collection, in my opinion. This one covers really well in 2 coats. And it's so 70s. I love it so much. That's 2 coats of Linoleum Pattern No. 1978. The next one's called Jackalope, and this is a brown leaning purple base with white and teal matte glitters, and then there's a 2 micro shimmer in this as well. This is really fun. This one did need 3 coats. This has it's a little more jelly than crelly, but there's still plenty of glitter that is applied to my nails. I just love the combination of the teal and the white with this like brownish purple kind of fig color. I think that's really pretty. So that's 3 coats of Jackalope. This next polish is called Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. And this is an aqua with white, red, again, I can't tell if it's brown or like a maroon glitter, and then there's gold micro glitters in here. This one covers in 2 coats. It has a little fox on the label. I don't think you can see that, but it's super cute. This one covers in 2 coats. Plenty of fun glitters. Again, no issues with the formula or having to dab glitters or do any glitter placement. There's plenty of glitters to be had by all. So that's 2 coats of Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. The next polish is called Be Excellent to Each Other, and I can only assume this is inspired by Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, one of the greatest films ever made. If you disagree, that's no problem. I mean, it is one of the greatest films ever made, but you can disagree. I just don't want to hear about it. This is a black jelly base packed full of micro shimmers. So there's purple, gold, blue, green, just all sorts of reflective micro shimmers. It's lovely. It's very rock star. It's very sparkly, and it covers in 3 coats. And then the last polish is called Existential Taxi Cab, and this is so fun. It's yellow with a teal glitter. There's some red, smaller glitters in here, white, even smaller glitters. I think maybe an orange one as well. This is such a fun color combination. I think this is very unique. And this is probably this one and the Linoleum one are probably my favorites just because they're very different. I don't have polishes like this in my collection. So this is 3 coats of Existential Taxi Cab. So I know Scofflaw isn't, a new brand, and they've been making polish for years, but I'm somehow just now discovering how amazing they are. Not just now, recently. So please tell me your favorite Scofflaw nail polish. I know that like their most popular one is a David Bowie polish that they bring back, I think, once a year, and they don't do sales other than I think once a year. Maybe rarely they do other sales, but primarily they just do a Black Friday sale, and that's kind of cool because you know when to expect it, and then you can do what I do and buy 9 or 10 polishes at once. So let me know what your favorite Scofflaw nail varnish is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in my next video.